What's happening, my people? So you know how I like to do on the channel. I like to talk about the weekly episode of The Walking Dead. So we are still in the bonus episodes. So this is The Walking Dead season 10, episode 19. So it's still bonus episodes. We're still not into the season yet. So these are kind of like side episodes they throwing out and so on, showing backstories and alternate list storylines and stuff. Last episode was the Daryl episode. That one was my favorite one so far. That probably was my favorite one even of last season. But Walking Dead, a lot of people, man, are you still watching it? Man, when did you give up on Walking Dead? And man, if you don't watch it, you just don't watch it. But like people just go out their way to just shit on it. Like I still enjoy it. I watched it all these years, so I'm not about to stop now. I want to see what happens to the finish line. I've read all the comic books, so I kind of know, but I want to see how they switch it up. But this right here is a Father Gabriel and Aaron episode. So they're like on a run. They're looking for supplies and stuff. They're kind of tracking places that Maggie had marked on the map. It's looking desolate. They don't have much in the world anymore. Like many years have passed and stuff. And so, man, like production is gone. People have ransacked every place that they already have had already. And people have fought for everything. Like it is just not looking good. One little moment I liked on here, just seeing how they navigate through different situations and stuff. Like they was on an open field. And so he had like a kitchen timer and he threw it like a bomb. And so all the walkers start coming out of the field or something. That's how they made it past the field. So just human ingenuity and stuff, like thinking your way out of situations and stuff, and just being in that world so long that you know what to do ahead of time and everything. They get to this place, man, like it's an old grocery store or something. They trying to get in, like the walkers are pouring out of there. They have, it's overrun. It looks dry. Don't look like they have too much. They have a walker that comes out and they kill him. Then they try to pull it out. Like that was a moment. Like it's nothing but walkers and death on Walking Dead. So you expect just certain things. It's rare I watch something on Walking Dead and I'm like, ugh. When they was like 1, 2, 3, and they tried to pull him out by the arms, and his arm, all his skin on the arm ripped off. That was nasty. That was nasty. Eventually, Gabriel climbs up on the roof and stuff, and he checks out the situation. Like the people up there have either died and committed suicide and stuff, and like they were waiting for somebody to save him, and it just didn't work out for him. It was a very grim situation. And so they going through, still trying to find the map. Aaron is like, man, let's go. But Father Gabriel, for some reason, he's like, one more, two more, one more. And so he just wants to keep going and keep going and keep going. So they go to one of these last places, and they head out. It's in a muddy embankment. You can hear it. Like I would have tried to find some place else to walk. Like it's not like you can go buy a new pair of J's or something. So he just walking through the mud. A walker grabs him. He falls all in the mud, man. You can't wash your ass and stuff. It's just like nasty. Like he just full of mud. I'm like, like I wouldn't have liked that situation. And you know you can't just go shower and stuff. But Aaron saves him. Aaron kills the walker, and the walker falls on him. So it's just a nasty situation. And then they're like, okay, we can follow our tracks back and we can go. It starts raining. Tracks is going to wash away. It's good to wash the mud off his ass, so that's good. So they full of mud, but it's raining, so they can't really follow their tracks. So they end up going off the route. They find this old warehouse, old building or whatever. So they go in there and see. It looks kind of promising. Look like they have a little something, man. We hear Aaron. He screeches. It ends up being a boar that was in this room, and so he kills the boar, and Father Gabriel just finds that to be the most funniest thing in the world. So he's just laughing his ass off at him. So that's a good little moment. Then, like they cooking the board and they're drinking this whiskey, this $2,000 whiskey and stuff, and then they're gambling as well. So Father Gabriel kind of gives a little bit of his backstory and about who taught him as far as like being a preacher and all this. And the dude that taught him, like he was kind of a normal man. He had normal things that he would do as well. He was like, as long as you talk to the people one-on-one and you make them feel better and stuff, like we aren't perfect individuals or whatever. So that's a nice little moment they had with each other. But in this, we see him, he passes out, he falls asleep. Aaron goes, but well, before Aaron leaves, like Father Gabriel, he seems like he kind of loses his faith and stuff. He had this phrase that he said. He said, "Evil people aren't the exception to the rule; they are the rule." Because Aaron is like, "You gotta preach it again." He's like, "I'm not preaching again, man." He's like, "It's nothing but evil in the world right now, and so they don't need me anymore." And stuff. It's a desolate, just a grim moment. But Aaron leaves. He has to go piss in the middle of the night. He doesn't come back early in the morning, man. So Father Gabriel like, where's Aaron at etc. They got this dude comes out. You're like, yeah, how was the board or whatever? So he like, y'all stole my board, y'all drunk up my whiskey and whatever. I heard y'all these stories. So he eats the rest of the board, and so he's just talking to him. Then he finally gets Aaron out of the room, etc. He makes them play Russian roulette. He's like, I heard y'all. In it's a moment where Father Gabriel, he has to convince homeboy that it is more real. Like the spirituality and goodness in the world is real. And it's like, is he convincing himself? Is he lying to get out of this situation? Is he finding reinvigoration for his spirituality or whatever? So it does kind of get them out of this situation. But then it's like homeboy lets his guard down and he's like, my name is Maze. And they're like, okay. Then all you see, wow, Father Gabriel grabs Aaron's arm. You know, he has that bionic arm and kills him. And he's like, what's wrong, Aaron? What's wrong, Aaron? Let's go. Like, just casually. Aaron is like, whoa. But it was crazy why he did that, why he made him play Russian roulette stuff. His brother had crossed him for some scraps of food. So in doing that, he lost faith in humanity and whatever. And so he's like, everyone's bad. And I want y'all to make a choice. Either you're going to kill yourself or you're going to kill your friend or whatever. Blase, blase. But anyways, they like, he had to be holed up somewhere listening to our conversation. So he had a little place upstairs. And it's funky as hell. But they got a lot of supplies. They find his brother. It was his twin brother that was in there. And his family was dead in front of him. He made them play Russian roulette. He made them kill up everybody, kill up each other. And so the brother, they free him and they think that he might be good. And he steals one of their guns and he's like, pointing at him. He ends up killing himself. He looks at his family and stuff. He's like, I don't want to be here no more. He kills himself. So it's just a very grim episode. And it was a special guest appearance. This guy right here, he's been in many movies. He's usually like a detective or something. I think the first time I think this is the same guy. He was on Terminator 2. He was the T-2000. Like when he was chasing Arnold and them over the whole movie. So I think that is who he is. But he's been in so many movies after that. But it was a big guest appearance. But for one episode, it's cool. It was a nice episode as far as like just for it being like bonus episodes and stuff. It was cool. But it's like the last episode was just so cold. Then one thing about this one is like after this you think, okay, we're gonna head back to Alexandria. They like one more. We go and follow this this water tower that Maggie had on the map. So I see it, let's go. Like I would have turned around. I've been like, I'm good. But so this was the Walking Dead episode 19 and stuff. So that is my little review of it. I don't really give numbers and stuff, but since don't have too much to talk about this episode, I would give this a 7 out of 10. I would give this a 7. It's not like the greatest episode. It was good. It had its moments. It had some teachable parts and some little alternate storylines. So it was cool. But the last one, the Daryl one, I think that was like a 10. That one was dope. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Gonna be the greatest and most hated man. Holla at your boy. Peace.